Welcome back. Let me just adjust. Back to Raymond's Shamanic Life. Not long ago, I ran into a situation on an occult server. Fortunately enough, I did find out more details of what this person possibly could, which path she was on. Uh, I won't get into too much into detail about it, but uh, gosh, I posted in the comments, and well, I posted on there. I just ended up keeping the word same for both servers. The largest occult group on Facebook and Occultism and Magic, which I have joined in before and yada yada yada. Of course, these groups are separate. They're out of reach of some people. For those who don't respect the rules or don't respect every path, that's what it's mostly for. So an admin went ahead and went on. And she ended up making negative comments. I'm not going to list this person out because if you're on those servers, just stick around to learn. That's what I recommend. Stick around to learn. I'm not talking bad about the entire server. It's just one person. This isn't to really shame anyone. This isn't to tell anyone don't join this. This is just a heads up. For more advanced people who already have this knowledge, I would question the admins. That's what I would do. So I ended up posting a personal created ritual on there that I came up with on the fly because that's what I received from my intuition, from my spirit. So that's what I sent out. And this lady, she was very rude how she came off. She was talking about honor. That brings us into today's topic. What is honor according to the shaman? There we go. The shaman honors way, way, way different than an alchemist. As I did find out from Che Hoey later on that there are alchemists that are rude. They come off as rude. Which, am I surprised? No. I'm gonna adjust my chair mid-video. There we go. And well, let's finish the story. So sooner or later, after going back and forth with her, she was pretty much just wasting my time. I ended up contacting the moderator. I tagged the moderator because the admin was just not abiding by the rules. That's pretty much how it went. I even have screenshots. I will not share the screenshots here. Those are personal information stuff. You don't need to see them. I'm not sharing them. I already got it posted on my Facebook, but I'm not going to post a link to it either. I'll post a Facebook link, but I won't post my Facebook post on that particular event because it's no longer serving us. So I went ahead. For the moderator, I just tagged one of them in the video, in that post. And sooner or later, I got removed. That's the whole story. I don't know why. I don't know the intention. But I hope it got dealt with correctly. Because when you tag moderators, They are higher than admins, so they can take a lot more action. Could this have been a case where the moderator defended the wrong? Yes. Could this also have been a case where the moderator banned her as well? Also a yes. There is a yes to both factors. Not long. Oh, there we go. Hopping my neck. So I ended up warning people about this page, of course. And I thought about what is honor. Because a shamanic honor is different than from an alchemist honor, a Kabbalist honor, and astrologist honor, how it forms. And that is pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Shamanic honor is what you have with the land. You honor the land. You work with the land. That's part of it. Most of it is spirit. Most of what we do is spiritual as a shaman. So we have to have spiritual honor ourselves. Just like how a dark practitioner feeds off of fear, feeds off of dark spirits. So you have to have honor from those dark spirits, or else they'll take away from you. So, there is a spiritual level to it. Most of it is getting that honor through the spirits. If you judge someone else's power, you're gonna judge your own power as well. Because that's how I know who you are. Most people know the Kabbalah. Most people know how it works in the Tree of Life spectrum. I go by the Yggdrasil. Well, I do use Kabbalah work, but I don't, not so much anymore. I don't incorporate most of my stuff within the occult anymore. I do have rituals I still use, though. I will say that. So, the more I thought about it, what is honor? What is life? What is spiritual work? Spiritual work is not just a practice. It's also what I've recently been learning as well. A relationship between you and the spirit. Power animals. You and a power animal build a relationship. Heck, same thing goes with the natural laws of our planet. Midgard. Earth. You have to build a relationship. If you're always in spirit, you're going to think spirit. If you're always in the natural, you're always going to think in natural. But a shaman is a gateway between both upper realm, lower realm, and middle realm. If you know what I mean by that, good. But that's simple enough. Middle realm is Midgard, planet Earth. And space is a part of it as well. That's where we get our Star Keepers. So, I ended up doing a lot of digging. I do a lot of these reflecting. I do reflect a lot. I will say that. So no need for written stuff. If I wrote everything negative down, would I feel better? Yes, but I would also make myself sad because I like to look back at my own work later on in the future. So I only write down what's important now. So I don't want to make myself feel bad. I just want to write down positive experiences or experiences of questions that I have. That is my honor. My honor is to give. not take. It's to give. I like to give things, but I don't like to give too much. That makes sense. If that makes any sense to you, please let me know down in the comments. I don't know. But what happens when I give too much is that I'm taking from my own energy, my own chakras, my own chi, or I should say Havel, for chakra. That's the term we use in Norse, so get used to that. If you do wonder if I have chakra training, I do have training in Seder, which goes over the Havel as well. Okay, back on topic a little bit. There's not really much I can do about one person or one group or how the group runs. But there's a message that everyone has. Everyone has one message that sticks out to them. I've even had people post in the Discord from my videos, gone viral a little bit in the server, is that they've said stuff. No, this was on Facebook the first time I heard this. Somehow this called to me. That's a compliment to me. It's showing I'm doing my job. Well, I'm doing what I should do. Why did I say job? I don't know, but job it's not just a job for me, it's a lifestyle. It lets me know I'm doing good. I'm doing good at my own work. It's like I go in after work and I go into my second job. It's not paid, it's free, it's volunteer, it's willingly. It's also inspiring to see how other people think and how you can improve with that mindset and how you could better respond. That's what I'm always looking for whenever I get into these situations. How could I respond? But in some cases, there's just no way you can respond any other than leave the server, leave the person alone, or just do not interact with that server. Block them all. Report the server if they're harassing you. But for future reference, I do not engage much with the occult anymore. I will be interacting with some people, but I will not be interacting with everyone. I will not be interacting with people who I don't need to interact with. If they post a negative comment in a occult community, I know how that's usually going to go. It's going to go south real quick. And if you're sticking to literal terms, I'm not being literal in south. So I don't know. Honor is something you can achieve through the spirit realm, but it's impossible to regain in the natural realm. We abide by these laws of spiritual actions for a reason. The laws of cause and effect. You're on a person and then another person comes right after you. That's just how it goes. Whether it's the spirit or not. So you don't want to lose the relationship with the spirit realm. You don't want to lose everything in a natural realm. We still want to stay natural a little bit, but just enough to be aware, to feel again. What do I have here? Oh, that's a paintbrush. I'm getting sidetracked. It's just enough. That's all I have to say about that. Just enough so the world can know your name. Because once the world knows your name, what you leave is an echo. A great symbolic symbol of this was when one of YouTube's greatest debaters, he used a lot of logic, a lot of reasoning. He got shot. I believe it was on a college campus as well, so I'm surprised about that. And passed away. What did that do? Did the person want to silence him? Did they not believe in the spiritual laws? You harm an innocent person, it echoes through the wind. That's why we have the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, air. That's why we have those 4 elements. I may not have said them in order, but those are the 4 elements. The water remembers, the wind remembers, the earth remembers, the ocean remembers, the fire remembers its own history, and we freshly lit it. Oh man, that may sound silly, but that's true. Fire knows where it comes from. Water knows where it comes from. Earth knows where it comes from. Air knows where it comes from. If you're saying that's not spiritual energy, that's just a lecture. This is supposed to be a lecture about honor. It's honor in spirit, not in the natural. I don't care. So when I think of honor, I think spirit. When you think honor and you think natural, you're thinking of a community that can be replaced. Think about that. You can replace your own community. Lonely, right? The Norse shaman were known as travelers. We are not known as people who everyone liked. We are the sought out culture. Keep this in mind. Americans, do better. World, do better about that spiritual honor. Because natural honor will not matter in your end. And I think that's what the spirits want to get out tonight. This has been a recording put on hold because I haven't felt like it, because I've gotten lazy about it. Someone else could have delivered it by now. But no, the spirits wanted me to. If you are an experienced person, and if you're like, get off of me, you should not even came to this video. Because you just showed your own spiritual ability of where you're at. Some people might think they're strong, but they're not strong. There's always someone above them. let's get to some updates real quick. I will be posting another video right after this one, so it's on record. Alright, because YouTube for some reason doesn't always like video after video, which I figured. I kind of gotten better about it over the years, but just keep in mind we'll be having ceremony on Halloween, so this is just a last minute thing. An admin in the server, he's an admin, I'm the moderator, I'm the owner. He is going through some training, so a lot of his power was taken away. There are things I want him to learn, things I want him to respect within the server. He's bringing personal energy into it, and he shouldn't be. He forgets I can feel it sometimes. So there are things I got to deal with on that spectrum. His training will be soon. I'll try to get him up as quick as possible. If it takes 6 months, it takes 6 months for his training. Anything outside of that? No. Ceremonies. For those who haven't gone this year, you will have until next Samhain to get this, which is Halloween if you're putting in the layman's terms. So you have another year to join a ceremony. If not, I will be forced to put further action, further restrictions on what you do. Anything else I want to go over? No. That's about it. I will be posting this here soon. Like, subscribe once again, and I will see y'all. Oh, share as well. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.